Hello and welcome. This is another treat that I've had set aside for myself for just the kind of scrumptious delight that it can offer on this cold day. So here is Spirit Allies, purchased at Winners a couple months ago. And it says by Jill Pyle and Cidney Bachert, illustrated by J.K. And it's a 60 card deck and guidebook. And the idea is it will aid us in connecting with our spirit allies. So this one came out in 2022. And it is put out by Sterling Ethos. And let's just get the wrapper off, see what we can find out. I hope everyone's having a sun-filled day. And maybe this will intrigue you. I haven't watched, I don't think, any videos on this one. So if we look at the back, I do love these rich colors. I love the magic mushrooms, the beautiful color in that lily. Ooh, I wonder what the backs will be like, whether they'll have this in each of the ends. Let's just take a minute and see what it says here. When you're in need of guidance, look to your spirit allies for support. Their messages arrive in many forms, possibly plants, animals, crystals, goddesses, archetype energies, or cosmic forces. Sounds pretty neat. I do like that it has this little thumb hole that I'll just put this here for a second and say that if I can reach it, there we go. This one here, still hard to get this box off. This was a tricky one, and this is by Sterling Ethos. So I haven't put the cards back in that one for that reason. And this one is Sterling Ethos as well. But this seems to be much nicer. So look at all the colors. So we've got our zodiac emblems, crystals, plant life. This is really well done. Nice little box. Ask and you shall receive. Pretty nice. All right, now this one, cute little book. You got your bunny and your hare there on your front of the book. Snakes for transformation, cycles. And this one here looks like a little cactus plant. Lots of plant energies, I presume. The back full color. And I'll just see what it says inside the cover there. All right. J.K. is the illustrator. And illustrator and hand letterer. Now that is a talent. I used to do that many years ago. And from Melbourne, Australia. Drawing inspiration from nature and the universe, she creates uplifting, affirmative artwork with messages of positivity and hope. And there's something there about the Moon Wisdom Club. That'll be interesting to look into. So I'm going to pause and get ready to show these cards off. Once again, the heat was pillowing in this room. Pillowing and billowing. So there is some of the colors. Let's see what the backs look like. Oh, so we don't have the moon. We have this beautiful, that's reversible too. So if you wanted to do reverses, you could. That's a really nice design. So, oh, didn't know that. Silver gilding on the sides. Well, I'm certainly appreciative of that because, as I've always said, the gilded cards don't warp in my house. So let's get them in a little holder and let's get started. Well, it has a really nice little gratitude paragraph here at the front. And it says the Spirit Allies Oracle deck has been created with the deepest gratitude, profound reverence, and heartfelt admiration for our spirit allies and higher selves. Thank you for watching over us and illuminating the path of our ascension. We feel your presence and honor the work you're doing to help us grow into our higher selves. Beautiful. Now, when you open the booklet, you can see there's a lot to be discovered. So we have our 60 cards, we have our signs of the zodiac, and we have the plant allies, crystal allies, and animal allies that I see so far. Ooh, and goddess allies. I'm jumping all around because I'm kind of excited to see what's involved. So there is a prayer of blessings. May you know the presence of spirit is always within you. Feel guided and protected each step of your journey. And there's several lines there to that prayer. And that is with love from Jill, the co-founder of Goddess Provisions. We have about the oracle here, how to use it, card meanings, a card of 5 elements, a spread there, 4-card spread, intuitive insights, and it begins. Now it looks like we're starting with the goddesses, and I probably won't pronounce all the names correctly, but you can see you're getting journal prompts at the bottom here after you get this information, and that carries all the way through. So if you do like to journal, you might want to start with some of the prayers at the first. And it just says that the oracle is for those looking to connect with their spirit allies. From the plants rooted in the earth to the divine goddess of the ethereal realms, there is always a spirit ally available to you along the way. So let's get them. Gee, that is just an intense, tense red on my camera. But when I look at it in the other lights, it's actually more burgundy, more like that. So there is our first card. And I'm going to follow along with the book and see if I can add anything to it. So this is Ermid. It is the ability to heal card, the goddess of herbal healers and the sacred herbs. So she is a Celtic goddess. There's our next one. And that one is Benzatin, where we embrace our creativity. Pictured with a biwa or traditional Japanese lute, a Buddhist goddess. Cleopatra. Now that one is about feminine energy that makes us each stronger. And she was a well-educated woman and believed to have spoken a dozen different languages, known for her cleverness and intelligence. Ancient Egypt. Well, it's going to teach us something for sure. Now this one is Durga, with the energy and our energy that is worth protecting, and that is Hinduism. Often associated with motherhood and pictured with 8 arms that each holds a symbolic object. So let's take a closer look at those objects. And I would think that we're going to get information about those in the little paragraph, but that is gorgeous. Okay. This one is Eos. I am worthy of my desires, a Greek goddess, a bringer of light and new beginnings. So she is draped in robes of saffron with wings to carry her through the day and through the sky. She is said to have been responsible for opening the gates of heaven each morning to let the sun shine in. So in the journal prompt for that one, it asks you, what do you deeply desire? Isis. And the mantra is, I am attuned to the cycles of life, an ancient Egyptian goddess of healing and magic, the great mother and protector of the dead. And it asks you to, in your journal, talk about, syncing yourself with the natural cycles in your routines. All right. Lakshmi. Abundance can be found everywhere in life. And it asks you, when was the last time that you expressed true gratitude? And this is a Hindu goddess. The details are really pretty. Sitting on a lotus, elevated, beautiful. Okay, this is Nanshi, and she says, I create space for everyone to coexist. And I am a Sumerian goddess of social justice and divination. Ooh, that might be a nice one to call upon when you're trying to tap energies for divination. And she will be accessing and giving you information through the communication when you're dreaming. Ooh, I really, really, really like that one. All right, Nyx. I love both the dark and the light sides of myself. That would be something we need to say to ourselves probably a few times in a week. And she has a dark and mysterious energy. And she is powerful and someone you could work with at night. And it asks you, what steps can you take to begin healing what's been bothering you? Kind of a thick cardstock. I think there might be two there. Yep. But it is still a good cardstock. So there is our number 10 card, Ocean. And its mantra, I honor my uniqueness and my self-worth. A West African goddess of water, fertility, and love. And you could journal about what are a few of your favorite things about yourself. And I want to see a little bit closer there. She seems to be floating too. All right. I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Saraswati. The words I speak shape my reality. A Hindu goddess of knowledge, art, and learning. And the last one in the set of goddesses, I see beauty in everything. And this is from the Aztec. And she's a goddess of fertility and household arts and connected to the natural world. And she has a colorful bunch of birds and butterflies, it says, following her. So there's the peacock there for pride, the butterflies, transformation. Birds would be messages. Nice. All right. Then we're going on to our crystal allies. Ametrine. Now it says, I am greater than my habits. Ooh, that one can be used for self-worth. And it is a stone that's often confused with amethyst. But this one has a purple and yellow color. And it brings the properties of both wisdom and protection to the forefront. And you might use this when it suggests when you're working on a few of your habits that you might be able to improve upon. And now I'll speed up a bit because everyone can read the book if they get their own deck. Angelite, clear quartz, kunzite, labradorite, one of my favorites. Good for dream work too. Moonstone, obsidian. Now this one I have on my space today is, I believe, snowflake obsidian. I really like that one. Opal, rainbow fluorite, rhodochrosite, spirit quartz. Oh, that one looks really intriguing. Let's just see what it says about that. Number 23, I am a creation of universal love. So spirit quartz takes on an entirely unique shape as smaller crystals can be found growing on top of the larger face of the crystal. Sometimes has a delicate purple or pink. And this is a symbol of your true inner spirit and divine love. Tiger's eye. Now, I'm not going to say that one. That one is number 25. And this is a plant. Is that ashwagandha? I choose to heal. Blue lotus. Connecting to the divine. Now that one feels rather thick again. Yep. So we have to go back to cacao. Life and the luxuries of life. Cannabis. Ilboga. I see the medicine in the difficult experiences. So there's some plants in here I am just not familiar with. Kava kava, I have had some workings with that. Kratom. And this beauty, this mushroom, number 32, I see the magic. This is peyote. This is the one I was questioning. I believe in guidance beyond the material realm. It's a succulent. Yes. Used in a lot of magical work, I believe, from what I've read so far. Poppy. I would think you could use that to connect to ancestors for sure. Salvia. San Pedro cactus. Never seen one up close. Okay, so now this is card number 37, so that puts us in with the animal allies. Black Panther. Dragon. The frog. Now, why would we connect with the frog? Let's just see. I thought they were kind of lucky. I embrace my evolution. He sits atop a lily pad, soaking up the sun. From tadpole to the form it takes today, and the experiences of growth on many levels. Hummingbird, lots of people love the messages they bring. Moth, the rabbit, our raven, snake. Let's see what they say about snake in this deck. I flow with the cycles of life. Yeah, be a little bit flexible. Unicorn, white buffalo, wolf, and then we're into the signs of the zodiac. So there's, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Now in normal lighting of the room, that one is kind of hard to see. It's very much like the darkness you see there. Okay, then we have Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. And there you have it. So that is our 60 card deck. And I'll just pause and see if there's any tidbits I need to include for you. Yeah, they got to be very careful, as they say in here. So this disclaimer suggests that you do your own research to learn more about the incredibly powerful plant allies, as well as the other allies featured in the Oracle deck. And through your own findings, you can determine how you can safely and legally work with these and other plant teachers. Okay, so there is a 5-card spread. Okay, this is one of the 5-card spreads that they have in here. This would be number 1, and that represents the ether, so a situation you're addressing. Number 2, how you could ground yourself with the decision you might need to be making. And these are what the backs look like. This is an air one, so what is actually or rationally for you to make a decision with. This one is fire. What do you feel most passionate about? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's correct. 5 is how are you feeling emotionally about the situation that you've discovered from reading during this spread. So that is one of them. Now this one is another 4-card spread, and it's called the connection card spread. So let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Yes, okay, good. So number 1 is your spirit ally, and you might want to, consider using the certain sections on their own and picking from that and shuffling it, or you might want to combine the whole deck like I've done here, because each plant has a spirit ally. So who's trying to connect with you? Number 2 is all about possibly missed messages or missed opportunities that this stone might be able to help you with. Then you have sacred gifts. What love has been sent to you or becoming your way. And this one would be making connections. How can you access the gifts and continue to connect with them? So you've got some plant energy there, some crystal, and a goddess. That's kind of nifty. Now this is one they say you can do daily to increase your intuitive insights. And number 1 is mind, 2 is body, and 3 is spirit. So you might look at this one, which is the poppy, and it might be asking you, how can you stay in your highest vibrational state today? So you'd have to think about that. And with the poppy, I would be saying, what maybe is an illusion that you can see past, get past. Number 2 is the body, how you care for your body, and that is Cancer. And Cancer people usually love home life and family. So with this one, how can you care for your body today? And maybe it's not just you, maybe it's someone else in the family. And maybe staying at home, since they're such home lovers, would benefit you. Taking a rest, maybe. And the third one here is the spirit. So what can you do to connect with your guides and your highest self? Maybe tapping into the energy of the Labradorite can help you. And you might want to pick a bonus card if you feel called to. So, you could shuffle your cards at random and pick one. And this might be one of your bonus cards. So you're tapping into the energy of this god or goddess. I don't know enough about this one. I will have to learn about each of these. It's new to me. And it just seems like fun. You've got a couple really good spreads there. Simple images and different areas where you can connect to the allies. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll connect again soon.